Hello, if you'd love to know how we went from this to this and finally to this cute hairstyle, then keep on watching. Karibu sana to my channel. So these are the braids we're going to be using for this tutorial. They're pamoja braids by D.I.Y in the shade number 1 long. I used 4 packets. Initially I used 2, but they were not enough, so I had to go and get more. But whatever braids you decide is fine. Also going to be needing some yarn, a pair of scissors. Yeah, let's get into it. So I'm just taking the hair and I'm going to fluff it out just so that we don't have any blunt edges. So the next thing is that you're going to grab any prop that you want. I decided to use a chair and I just tied yarn from one side to the other. These are pieces that I already made before, but now we are going to make others. Then after tying your yarn, you're now going to grab your piece of hair and you're going to pass it through the yarn just like that. Okay, and then we're going to be taking another piece of yarn and we're going to tie sort of like a knot there. Just make sure it's secure enough, not too tight though. And then we're going to be grabbing our yarn and you're going to be wrapping it around the hair. Yeah, basically this is what we're going to do until we get to the end. It's pretty simple, guys. I know it looks like a lot of work, and initially it actually is a lot of work because this does take time, but for the results, honestly, I can't complain. And it's cheap. At the end, I'll give you like my total cost and you'll be surprised. So when you're just going to wrap the yarn over the hair just like that until we get to the end. And then when you get to the end, what I'm doing right now is pulling at the yarn. I'm not pulling the hair, I'm just using my other hand to put the hair in place to just kind of secure it so that it doesn't move. But I'm not pushing, I'm not doing anything. The only thing I'm pulling is the yarn, just the yarn alone, and it will do the rest for you. It will coil on its own. All you have to do is just pull at the yarn, and then you're going to be making a knot just like that, just to secure it so that it doesn't run. And then even for more security, we're also going to tie it there just to make sure that it stays in place. Just thought I'll show you what I was pulling at. So basically, you see, I'm not the hand that is at the tip of the hair, I'm not doing anything to it. I'm just using it to secure it in place. The only thing I'm pulling is the yarn. I'm using my other hand to pull at the yarn and it will just coil automatically. It's that simple. And then you're going to tie a knot to secure it and you're done, just like that. I thought I'd show you again from another angle just so that you can really get the gist of it. This is from an upper angle. So again, like I said, we're just going to wrap the yarn around the hair. I don't know, I felt like I wasn't really explaining well the first time, so I thought why not show you from a different angle so that you can really get to see what I'm doing. And then you see what I'm doing, I'm just pulling the yarn, like I'm not pulling the hair. Please don't pull the hair, don't push, don't do anything. I'm just using that hand to kind of hold the hair in place, but I'm just pulling at the yarn, just the yarn alone, and the hair will coil on its own. It's just that simple. Don't pull at the hair, just pull the yarn and you are done, just like that. And then we're going to secure it with a knot at the end and we're pretty much done. So I went ahead and made I think each packet of hair gave me like 12 pieces, and initially I'd made 24 and I thought they would be enough. I don't know why I thought they'd be enough, because I had to stop at the middle of filming to go get more hair, and then I had to make it again overnight so that I can crochet it. So honestly, it was hectic. So I'd advise you use like 3 to 4 packets depending on how you want it to be, but I wanted mine to be like really voluminous, so that's why I went in with 4 packets. But honestly, I think even 3 can work well, but considering that it was long, and you know that long, I don't know why the amount is usually just lesser compared to short. So yeah, So this is what we have finally. Like I said, this was before, so I initially made 24. I think there were 24. No, it's been a minute since I recorded this video. I can't remember, but I think they were around 24. Each packet gave me like 12. So yeah, these are 24, but I ended up adding again. So we are just going to go in with our TCB leave-in treatment. This just helps when you're separating, and then you're going to go in with some hot water. Okay, so yeah, and we're going to let that sit for like 10 minutes, and then we're going to let it air dry for however long it needs. Honestly, mine took like 2 days to dry. I don't know why, but I think it's because of how it's intact, so it needed a lot of time to dry, plus the weather was not good. So yes, so this was like 2 days later. These are the cornrows that I did myself. They're not the neatest, but anyway, who's seen them? These are my little cocoons. Yes, I now remember they were 24. Yes, they were 24 initially, but they were not enough, so I had to go get more hair, and I made another 24 pieces. So in total I had 48 pieces. Yes, so yes, I'm just going to separate it, and guys, look at that. Oh, it turned out so good. I was so excited. I couldn't believe that it turned out this good, but separating them was an issue because of the fizz. Okay, using the leave-in treatment did quite help, but not so much, obviously. So I would advise, if you're going to make it, if you don't necessarily want like big chunks, I'd advise that you make them into smaller pieces so that you don't have to struggle with separating, because once you separate, you're going to have fizz. That's for sure. You can't avoid it. So if you I would advise that you make smaller pieces. So what I did, because I had made like bigger pieces, at the back I went in with like really huge pieces. You see, like this one's a bit huge compared to what I did at the front. So yes, just to kind of minimize on the fizz. If you don't know how to crochet, so basically I'm just going to crochet this all around my head, and at the back I'm just passing 2 strands of hair through the loop, but when it gets to the front, I'm only passing 1 strand just to kind of conceal. If you don't know how to crochet, please stop, go watch my video. I've already done a video I've already done a video on how to crochet. First of all, guys, look at that fizz. I was annoyed. I was pretty annoyed. I wish I made smaller pieces, but it's fine. I was saying, if you don't know how to crochet, please stop, go watch my video. I've already done a video on how to crochet. Actually, it's the previous video just before this one, but because, you know, your girl, I got you, I already linked it in the description box down below. So yeah, you can go watch there, how to crochet. I really go into detail on how best to crochet, so that's why I'm not going into detail here, just because I've already done it before. If you haven't watched it, please go watch it so that you can get a gist of what I'm doing. So basically, guys, this video is literally done, because yeah, I'm just going to crochet the rest of my head. Again, I do know that I've been away for almost 2 months. I was really bent on being consistent, but life just happened, and the last couple of months of 2020 were hectic. They were really hectic, and I was really struggling with creating content, but hopefully I'm going to be consistent. That's like the biggest thing that I want to work on this year. So please support as much as you can. Share the videos, like, comment. Especially please leave a comment. It really helps a lot. So yeah, but I'm back officially. I hope so, and I hope it's for good this time. But yes, please support as much as you can. It really does go a long way. So yes, we're just going to crochet my whole head. Yeah, and we are done. We are done with this hair. That's just it. It was really that simple. So this is a couple of hours later. I went ahead and just did my makeup. So in my spray bottle there is leave-in treatment and water. I'm just going to use it to just kind of separate the hair a little bit. So I'm just going to go ahead and just detangle, and then I'm going to go in with my scissors and just cut out those excess bits that I didn't want. yeah, and we are done. That's it. Yeah, I loved how this turned out. It was really super cute, and I rocked it. And I was just on another level. Honestly, I was on another level. I was serving Caesar. I was serving Solange. She couldn't touch me with this hair, and the fact that I'd actually done it myself was 10 times, just made everything 10 times more better. So yeah, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Finally, for the moment of truth, my total cost was 212 bob. I don't know if you heard me. 212 peke yake, just cause all I bought was the hair, and the hair retails for 53 shillings, so times 4 comes to 212. That's what, $2. Why are you sleeping, guys? Why are you sleeping? Crocheting is not that hard. Making the hair was not even hard. It was my first time doing it. I had never done it before, and it turned out this good. And for that amount, please stop sleeping, wake up and make this hair and look bomb on a budget. That's what I'm here for. So yes, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do try it, please tag me. Yeah, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye. Thank you so much.